near you.
Well, hello there, little twisted Sonny, Julianne, Denise, Kathy A, Cheyenne, Rosemary. We got Gary Spikes here. Hey, Joycey, nice seeing you there. Hello, Val. Well, everybody's starting to slide in here, and well, I just want to say thank you for all the birthday wishes there. That was very nice, everybody. So yeah, and Kelly Joe sung me happy birthday before the show. How you doing, Kelly Joe?
I'm doing well.
So thank you for all the birthday wishes. A round of applause. So, yeah, it was very nice of you all. Thank you. And Curtis, I can't forget about my little Curtis and Jessica. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Roger. So yeah, thank you all. Round of applause. Linda Judd. Hello there, Linda.
And it's Denise's birthday too, so happy birthday to her.
Oh. Hello, Denise. That reminds me of hello, Clarice. Yes. So, yes, welcome there, Denise. So, what are you, Denise? You 29 again? I think somebody just put that there, right? I'd do anything to be 29 again. So, yeah.
That was a good age, too. Yeah, 29.
It was, wasn't it? Hello, Rebecca.
Age.
So, yes. Interesting. So, yeah. So, what are we going to do tonight, Kelly Joe?
I thought we'd talk about attachments and poltergeist and whatever else everybody else wants to talk about.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, with attachments, you do have to be careful because a lot of times people don't know that they're aware and they'll be running around and they'll pick stuff up. They don't even know it, like going through a graveyard. You can pick something up in there. Haunted places, negative entities, if you don't know that you're aware, you can pick stuff up.
Right.
And then that leads into sometimes too, if you don't know you're aware, you can have poltergeist activity because kinetic energy, and then, you got stuff flying around. Same way with, kids that are aware that are going through when they're going through puberty. That's poltergeist activity. They don't know they're aware, and it's like, let's have things open and close and fly around.
That is true. A lot of people I help, they have disagreements or fights between relationships at home that changes.
Yep. And then sometimes when you have attachments, it can cause mood changes, personality changes, can cause havoc in the household, and it hangs out and then it gets you. And if you need to get rid of it, and that's not good. Another thing too, people that have addictive issues or mental illness, they can pick up entities real easy.
Yes. Absolutely.
Sometimes like going to a bar. Remember that old show Gremlins?
Yes.
Well, you can see like little gremlins hanging out, above the people, or spirits hanging out next to people waiting to jump them, because you open yourself up when you get drunk. People don't realize that, party down, bring friends.
Kelly, when you used to go out, did you used to see spirits just waiting to attack people?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
I would triple bubble myself. I was always the designated driver because I don't drink. So I'd have coffee and I'd have anybody that needed to tell a sob story come up to me, sit their butt next to me, and tell me their whole story. My one girlfriend, she goes, "How do you do that? You have these men coming at you and just talking to you, telling you their whole life story." I said, "I don't know. I'm just sitting there minding my own business, drinking coffee."
Wow.
Like, I had a scary experience one time. We back in the day, I used to go out and go dancing.
Right.
And I'm sitting there and I'm having my coffee. And this man comes up and he goes, "You can absolve me." I said, say what? Yeah, you can absolve me. He proceeds to tell me that he came from like I think maybe Missouri or something. And I'll never forget he had reddish hair. He was like 5'7", blue eyes, and a goatee and a mustache. And he goes, I just killed my whole family. He goes, you could,
What?
and I got up and went in the bathroom and hid in the bathroom. And he wouldn't let me come out the bed, wouldn't let me escape. He said, you need to sit and listen and absolve me. I said,
Whoa.
I'm not a priest. I said, I'll listen to what you did. And he told me, and then he got up and left.
Wow.
That was intense.
Yeah, I can say.
And I was like really young, it was like, what, maybe 19, but
that's crazy.
I didn't show fear. I wasn't scared. I'm just like, whoa. But
That's crazy.
yep.
So somebody asked, how do you get rid of attachments? And I'll answer that after you do.
Well, you say a prayer, and then you salt your house, and you tell any negativity that isn't of the highest light, go to the light, to the light. Always open the windows so they can escape, so they aren't running around in circles. And then I always recommend people to take a salt bath and cleanse themselves too, and say that you're only a vehicle of light and no negativity is allowed to be around. And that you cast it away and it has no hold over you, and that only light can be there. And that's how you do it.
Yeah. So now I do it different ways. Depends on how far. I use biblical prayers, and I use and I usually got holy water all over me. Oh, here it is. I use holy water, and I use Saint Benedict medals that are blessed. And we put these on the four corners of the houses or window sills. And then we have crosses that are blessed that we bury around the house, four corners of the houses, to bless the property in the four corners of the house with prayers.
I use crystals.
Yeah. So mine's a little different, more biblical, more, higher. But it's each your own way, however you feel comfortable with it. So we do it different ways. And then there's a question. Kelly Jo, is that piece of furniture next to you refurbished? It's beautiful.
All it is a shelf with a lace fabric thrown over it. Thank you.
Kelly Jo, that's super crazy. What's super crazy? I must have missed something.
The man that came.
Oh, yeah. That is super crazy. So,
I have weird stories. I have weird things that have happened to me. But I'm not scared. When it happens, I'm not like frightened. I
would be.
I probably should be, but I just wasn't. It's like a peace and a calmness came over me.
Wow. Linda Judge asking, how long do you salt the front door? Do you do it like every so often, or?
Well, you don't need to do it all the time. You do it, and then it leaves, and then you're good.
Interesting. Okay. Hello, Moon at Noon. Welcome, Catherine.
And another thing too, like for bad dreams, you put salt around the bed, and that'll help with bad dreams. And put a Bible on the right-hand side of the bed on your nightstand, and you open it to the 23rd Psalm. That helps protect you. And if it's really bad, put a Bible under the bed.
Yes, that is true. That is true. And I do have anointing oil as well that's come from Jerusalem and the Scepter Church out of Jerusalem. So, yes. And Val's asking, do you use table salt?
You can use any kind of salt. Yep. If you don't have the expensive kind, table salt works. I've done house clearings and used a canister of just plain old Morton salt, threw it in all the corners.
Absolutely. Good questions. But I could imagine being at a party, watching evil spirits just waiting to pounce on somebody. So,
Well, it was in a bar.
wow.
Well,
It's
imagine
crazy.
there's all kinds of stuff that comes in and out,
Well,
that.
I mean, you're right. Absolutely.
I mean, and look at hospitals. There's spirits running around from all eras. They don't ever clean those things.
Right. A little twisted. Kelly Joe, does the salt at the front door keep them from leaving or entering?
It keeps them from entering. You're clearing it out, and then you put the salt down.
That's why she said leave a window open when you're doing it,
Right.
so they can escape. And Moon at Noon says, hello, Kelly Joe.
Hello.
Catherine says, I had a disagreement in just what I should do. Yeah, Kath, that's what you do. You can do like Kelly says, say a prayer, open windows, and put the salt down. So Cheyenne says, when I worked at the truck stop, I got to meet and speak to Jeffrey Dahmer's father almost every day. Wow. Now, speaking of Jeffrey's Dahmer, I'm not going to say who, but I know somebody personally that is a psychic that works with him in the afterlife to help solve murder cases. And it is a controversial topic, but he feels that it is his due diligence to help her in these cases because of what he has done. And she is outstanding on her results. So, yes,
Why
it is
not?
what it is.
Yeah,
So,
right. I see no, problem with that. Whatever helps somebody.
Crystal says, what is with using red brick dust? Is that a voodoo thing? I think that is something with voodoo or hoodoo. There's two different types of voodoo and hoodoo. Right. I think that's something to do with that. I'm not familiar with that. So
me either, but it's not a good thing. It's to do harm.
So, yes. But I never forget when, because a lot of people were like hell bent over that when she disclosed that. But, if God says, if you repent your sins, then you are forgiven, right?
Right.
So
that's probably what he's trying to do,
Kelly Joe Grizzly, how does one tap into their intuition? That you got to talk. I asked Kelly, if it was for Kelly Joe, I'll probably be in a mental institution. I was talking to her before the show about some stuff. So,
okay, I'll read it. How does one tap into their intuitive side? What would you tell that person to do for themselves to open up more? Number one, trust yourself. Number two, it's however you get it. You feel like you're a type of person that's a knowing person. You just know it. So trust that. And I would practice with like a deck of cards and try to do the red and black. Try that and help hone that in. And it's like,
welcome, John.
And then when you get information, listen to it. Like if your guides and guardian angels tell you to stop. Don't say why. A piano can fall on your head,
So what I did, Sonny, I'm fortunate that I have Kelly Joe and everybody else, Peter, Angela, Melinda, and everybody else. And I have an opportunity to ask Kelly questions throughout whenever. When I was going through the process, Sonny, and Kelly would tell me this, and I also had a female would push me along the way a year and a half ago. 2 years ago, Kelly?
Yeah.
And so what I did was I just start praying and told God, if this is something that you want me to pursue, then I will open up, because I was afraid of it, to be honest. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if it was me thinking this or me hearing this or me telling myself. Because I asked Kelly before, like the deck of cards the other night, what is this, me going from one deck to another? I was really confused about that, So Kelly was explaining it to me. So pray about it and see what you get. But like Kelly says, don't second guess yourself. You're not going to be right all the time. And it is a process. And whatever comes to you, it comes. But there are videos out there that will help explain things. Melinda told me certain things that would happen to me as I progress, and it did happen. And it was weird because I didn't know what was really going on. I really kind of questioned a lot of things, but just take it as it comes. For I see messages from dreams. Yes, you will and it can. Everybody's a little different. So that's why I ask people that does have abilities, what I go through, and they give me a reassurance. I'm not going to, but it just helps me out.
And it works for you best. Do you?
A little twisted. I'm scared, but I know I need to address it and how to protect myself. Yeah, that's one of the things that you should do. Kelly always talks about her bubble light.
Yep. So surround yourself with a white light bubble before you do anything, and ask only the highest come true.
Right.
Don't ever do anything without saying a prayer of protection, ever. And another thing, don't do things alone. Like when you're clearing a house, you need a buddy. When you're investigating, you need a buddy. Don't go alone. Trust yourself, like not everybody's going to get the same thing. Everybody reads different. Like Grizzly might get the Tower card and think it means one thing, but what you do is you look at the pictures and see what comes to you through that. Or like the Ace of Rods, to me that's always springtime and a new beginning. Well, Grizzly might see it a different way. Nobody's wrong.
Right. Little Twisted says, thank you. That's good to know. John says, hello, Kelly Joe.
Hello.
But and I tell you something else, when Kelly talks about attachments, and something that a lot of people reach out to me is changes in people's demeanors, like depression. That also is a contributing factor when people get attachments.
Oh, totally.
Especially when they go out and tinker with stuff they don't know what they're doing with, going on investigations or hauntings, like Kelly said, cemeteries. Because people will hitchhike and come home with you if you're not careful. Yep. Antique shops.
Yep.
So,
people will call up and say, well, I got stuff going on at my house. Well, what did you do? I didn't do nothing. I said something happened.
Right. Nana Kim, is ringing in my ears anything? So the first thing I start getting a long time ago is, and some people said, and this has just happened to me, is I got pressure in my ears, like I was going underwater or in an airplane.
Yeah.
Those were my first signs, but I always knew stuff and see stuff about people, but that was my major transition. So I don't know if that was going with you, Nana Kim, or not, but there are good videos out there that will talk about different processes people go through that you can say this applies to me or not. It'll help you out. Crystal says, no joke. Why can't I get happy entity attached to myself? She wants a hitchhiker.
Okay.
Catherine, my mother-in-law just passed. Oh, I'm sorry, Catherine. I had a shadow around me next to me for 2 weeks. Is she here with me, Kelly Jo?
Yes, that was her.
Oh, hey, Brian Barber. Welcome.
Sorry for your loss.
Yes, absolutely.
But she's healthy, fine. She picked the age of 38. And she's totally fine.
Wow, that's awesome.
Spirits pick their best years. There isn't any old people in heaven.
That's awesome. Linda Judd, I just read that lots of ringing the ears is related to clairaudience.
Yes.
Clear hearing from the universe.
Before
See, Linda, good.
You'll hear like a pitch.
Awesome. A little twisted. I've fallen into a deep depression since I moved into this house. I see things, hear things. Dreams are crazy. Any advice, please, and thank you. A little twisted.
Well, you need to clear your house. Take some sage, open all your windows, and smudge the house from right to left, and all the corners and everything, and that'll bring in good, get rid of the bad spirits and bring in the good spirits, because you got some bad juju hanging around.
Julianne says, Kelly Joe, I think I had a succumbus sent to me a couple of years ago.
A succubus.
A succubus. What did I call it? A succumbus? What the?
I don't know what that is. New words.
Yeah, Grizzly's making new words like last night. I don't. Do you feel that's true?
Yeah, there are. That's a male, and a female is. I forget what a female is called.
Succubus and incubus.
Yeah, incubus is a female.
Right.
And yeah, they're sexual zappers. Yes.
Do you think she has one, or you think it's just a regular entity, or nothing at all?
I think that she had one, and it's not around anymore. It was somebody that had an attachment to her.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Linda Judd says that Denise Mayer ears are ringing 24/7. Wow, everybody's ears are ringing. You know, they said that the veil is really thinning there. What was it, last month?
Yeah, in June it's always thin.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, happy birthday, Denise, everybody. Yes.
Yes.
So let's see here.
But that's a sign of clairaudience. And I hear different tones for different things in the earth, like I've said a lot. A different tone for an eruption and a different tone for an earthquake.
Cheyenne said, I know what I'm getting Grizzly for his birthday, a dictionary. Get me a thesaurus.
That's all the different words.
I forgot what word I made up last night. Hey, Fleetwood Paranormal. Welcome. Nice to have you. So, Brian, you are an empath. So, there ain't no telling what you're picking up between your ears. Brian says his is just empty. He's just got echoes. So, all right, here, trying to catch up to the comment. Yes. Yes, he is. He got his Jiffy Bigfoot today, I saw. So,
we had it all backwards. Somebody just corrected us on the
Paranormal Pixie. There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, we had it all goofed up. Sorry.
Well, whatever. That. They both do harm.
I am not an expert, so forgive us.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Linda Judd. I believe that clairaudience is also known as telepath, and all some folks are senders, some are receivers. Yeah, right. We actually did that on a show, and science has actually proven that it's true. Julianne, Kelly Joe have a lot of ear pressure and ringing too.
That's how you get your messages. Some people are knowers, some people are feelers, some people are audio, and
Linda Judge give me part credit as part right. That makes up the words all the time. I know it. I usually have my fact checkers in here. All right, here. Let's see here. I don't know what it is, but it's really friendly. Well, talk to it. Do you think it's a family member, Julianne? That somebody that's passed? Have you got a friendly ghost? Do they move stuff around in your house?
It means no harm. It feels feminine. I think it's probably a grandmother on the mom's side.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I think.
So, yeah, she says, I don't know what it is, but it's friendly. Interesting.
And then sometimes when you're just learning, you get glimmers on the side of your eyes out of eye shot, and you're like, oh, did I see something? Yeah, you saw something.
Cheyenne's like, I wish I had a ghost to clean my house.
I wish there was brownies and fairies that clean.
Do I write books? I actually had one. I need to check with my publisher. I think it's behind schedule. So, but yes. Hey, Sonia, welcome to the show. She says, hello, Kelly Joe.
Hey, Sonia.
Sonia McEvoy, right? Is it McAvoy? McAvoy. Yep. Welcome. So, yes.
Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time.
So, I always recommend when we talk about house clearings, I always recommend do it twice a year, spring and fall, just like you do house cleaning, right? Keep it on a schedule.
And on New Year's, it's always good to clean. I always try to make it a habit of do it New Year's. You sweep out the old dirt.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely.
Do a little smudging, and then you can burn like nice incense to bring in good things.
Yes, absolutely. So,
and a little bit of cinnamon brings good prosperity and abundance around the door jamb.
Yeah, and cinnamon keeps ants away too.
Yep, they don't like it.
Yeah, she says it's been a while, Kelly Joe. Different time zones make it fun. Yes.
Yep.
It sure does.
Any other questions, fellas? But too, it's always good to make sure that, and then after you smudge and clean the house, clean it in real life.
What about spiders?
What you mean? What they mean? Well,
I guess to protect them. Now, if you live out in the country, you use those crab apples.
Smash them. I don't know what gets rid of spiders.
So, how about keeping uncles away?
But I get pepper. I sprinkle peppermint oil around. I don't think anything likes that too much.
No, a lot of things don't like peppermint oil.
Ants don't like it.
Spiders and dreams are good luck. Gene Hutton says, my shoes, get rid of them.
But spiders, the symbology for spiders is something that's coming into your realm of reality.
Yeah, Cheyenne says hedge apples, yeah, and peppermint oil. So I call them hedge apples. Yeah, the hedge apples or whatever I call them. I guess that's what I call them. It made me stop and think. They were selling on Amazon, I think, for like $12 last year. We couldn't believe them.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a tree out back full of them. So
yeah, they're the little apples, right?
No, those little big milk ball, green.
Oh, okay, the big apples, yeah.
She said crab. Well, you know what I meant. Crab apples, head apples, same thing out country.
Well, crab apples are little, hon.
Oh, are they?
That's why I made that, yeah.
You see, Gary calls them horse apples.
Okay.
So, good news finally came on spiders. What? Oh, good news. Okay. So, Jessica, had a black widow come running at me Monday while cleaning my yard. This thing was huge. Man, don't play with it.
Yeah, they're poisonous. They can hurt you.
So, Sonia smudged yesterday, she said. Hello, Liana. So what'd you smudge with, Sonia? What did you use to smudge your house? So, John says white vinegar works on ants.
Okay.
When's the last time you've been to hospital, Kelly?
Oh, I haven't been to a hospital in a long time.
Black widows can jump 5. Oh, a little twisted, really? 5 feet.
You. Oh, man.
Heck no, it caught a very big rock and the rock won. You all crack me up.
Jeez.
But I just love to film you in a hospital. I love to film you in public. Just walk around with you with my camera for a day.
Oh, going on vacation's a hoot and holler. All my friends like going with me because I see stuff all the time.
Sonia says sage, bay leaves, frankincense, and lavender. Boy, she goes all out.
There you go.
Paranormal and pest control. Julianne says, I'm going to try these ant remedies out. Thank you. Linda says, Palo Santanio oil smudging, and how. It sounds like Sonia's got it down, B.
Yeah.
Hey, Tammy.
Real strong.
Tammy says, I felt something sitting or crawling on the edge of my bed at night. It creeps me out. So I yell, get out, and the feeling leaves. Ooh. I'm assuming it's something that's not for my highest good, Kelly.
That is not good. You need to send it to the light.
Whoa, Tammy.
And command it and demand it to go. Put salt around your bed, too. That ain't good.
Ooh, I got cold chills on that one.
Yeah. Ugh.
Fresh baked apple pie on the counter gets rid of Ann's tick. Apple pie? That'll get grizzly over there.
They'll come right to it. They bury it off in my house. I live in Florida. It hasn't rained in a while.
Well, welcome, Phyllis. Nice to see you. Brian says, my cousins had a tarantula pet. My dad had one when I was a kid. I think he had a couple of them. Liana says, Kelly Joe, have you ever seen or had an experience with a mermaid?
No.
I 100% believe they exist, she says. I do believe they exist. I'm sorry. I do believe.
I believe that they do. I think that they're part of leftovers of Atlantis.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Sonia says, I had issues with black mold. It's been removed, but clearing the house was something I was drawn to do. Yeah, if you was drawn to do it, then you had a reason to, Sonia. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
There we go, talking about cheesecake and apple pie now.
Food again. It's our theme.
Now, who's Ladyfish, Twisted? Y'all crack me up. Phyllis says, I do not like spiders, y'all. I don't know how we got on spiders. Apple pie will get my attention, Brown Barber says, would show my magic powers and make it disappear. Gene Hutton says, don't forget to add snakes. Now we're talking about food allergies, ladies and gentlemen. Now Val is allergic to strawberries. What's this about if I'm thinking of one person all day?
That means that person's thinking of you too, and you're connected to them spiritually.
John, do we need to talk? Sorry, Phyllis, couldn't resist. Happy birthday, Grizzly and Jean. Thank you, Rebecca. What's up, Straw Dog? How you doing there? Nice to see you there. Cheyenne's allergic to pineapples. Why I'm not allergic to any food, any type of seafood. John's like, yes, Grizzly.
The only thing that I'm allergic to is mango. Mom we first moved here, she made mango ice cream, and I had a fat lip and a fat tongue.
What? Really?
Yeah. I didn't know. I was a kid.
Wow. That's wild. I'm a paranormal pixie. I'm in the process of putting a pizza in the oven. Wow, that's interesting. Y'all crack me up.
But yeah, I believe that mermaids exist. I think that they're a different species.
Yeah, we showed one video on on one show where those fishermen were up north fishing, and the guy was recording something as they were on the boat, and we don't know what it was, but yes. So very interesting. I know everybody's talking about cooking now again. Y'all crack me up.
They only do it on my show, huh?
Only on Kelly Joe show. I know, right? I went to Cattleton, so I got my Mountain Dew here.
There you go.
Yes. Roger Blair, I love pizza. Grizzly siren sounds good. Siren? What? Y'all crack me up.
Any other questions, you guys?
Yeah, we got a few more minutes left. It's almost dinner time, dong nabbit. Mountain Dew is the best. Yeah, I'm a little. Yeah, I got to have IV hooked up to me. John, I eat mushroom pepperoni. I love mushrooms. I didn't get to go morel hunting this year. Every time I went, it was too early.
You got to look for a dead log.
So it was too early each time I went this year.
I grew up in Michigan. I love those things.
Yes.
Yum, yum, yum. I haven't
Yeah.
had them in years. I'd love to have them again. We had a restaurant that would gather them, and you'd have deep fried morel mushrooms for lunch. Yum.
Yes, I enjoyed it. Straw Dog, I was a seer when I was little. Kind of set it aside, and I would like to reconnect. Oh,
Well,
I hope you had a good birthday. Yeah, I did. It was very nice. I worked all day and spent it at the doctor's and grabbed something out. So, now, John, I know who it was. That's why I was like, do we need to talk? So, now, Kelly Joe, do you make pasties?
pasties. Yes, I'm from Michigan. Yes, they're
What the hell did I call it?
pasties.
What isn't that how you say it?
Pasties.
What's the difference?
Pasties is something else, hon.
Kelly.
It's pansies. Pasties.
Y'all crack me up. What
They have beef and potatoes and
that's shepherd's pie.
no. And it has brown sauce.
Sonny says they go, oh, shut the front door, Sonny, really? Everybody says that goes over. Oh, y'all crack me up. I didn't mean that.
We didn't mean
Everybody's
that.
laughing at me now. I know what you're all thinking.
No, we didn't mean that.
I was talking about desserts.
Right. Right. I said it's patsies, not pasties, because there's pastries. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what y'all crack me up.
Everybody else got in the gutter.
Yeah, I can't even keep up with the comments. They're laughing so hard. Anyways, somebody asked Kelly Joe. I don't know where it went to. Kelly Joe, how old was you when you realized you had your abilities?
2 years old. I saw my grandfather standing over my crib. He was Grandpa Owens, and I never met him. He was like 6'5" and a huge man.
Y'all made me blush. Brian is asking, Kelly Joe, what's in store when Grizzly comes sees me next week?
Well, you guys are you going squatching again?
Yeah, I'm going up to Michigan to see Brian.
Yep, you guys are going to have a lot of activity. Be careful.
Uh-oh.
Be careful. You'll have a lot of things thrown around and you're in territory. Be aware.
Uh-oh. So, interesting. Yes, Phyllis, Cheyenne, Tow Truck Val, Rebecca. I see your all's comments, photos. Against anxiety. Y'all crack me fun. All right. Mandela effect for me. Never heard that before in regard. Yeah, no, I was talking about desserts, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Brian, I'm excited too. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we got a show coming up here at 8 o'clock. Is it 9 o'clock? So 9 o'clock tonight. Make sure, let me flash Kelly Joe's information again down at the bottom of the screen here.
Thank you, everybody.
Phone number is 561-333-5367. Kelly's email for audio listeners on iHeart in Apple's kellyjoe1009@gmail.com. Website is kellyjoepsychic.com. Ladies and gentlemen, from coast to coast, around the world, we'll catch you at 9 o'clock tonight.
Birthday.
Thank you, and we'll see you shortly. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.
Coming to a YouTube channel near you.